We're now here with Amos Di Napoli, our head judge for the weekend, who's answering lots of questions. Every time you have, basically, let's walk people through it because nobody is aware of this. If a judge gives a ruling and you're not happy with the ruling, you have the right to appeal,
Yeah,
and then the head judge has to come over
yeah,
and
uh,
he makes a final ruling.
yeah. When a player has a problem with the judge, he think the judge has given a bad ruling.
Hmm.
The player asks a call for the judge,
Hmm.
and I have to go to the table and give
That's
the final answer,
yeah.
the correct answer, possibly.
In perfect world, it's both. It's final and correct. Right. What else do you have to do as a head judge at one of these tournaments?
I have to control other judges, of course,
Hmm.
and I have to do the announcement
Hmm.
because the player has to know what they have to do.
When the pairings go up
Yeah,
and
of course, when the time is over,
right.
and a lot of other organization things.
Hmm. How big is the team for a weekend like the YCS?
We have a lot of judges divided in in the floor, in the deck check. We had around, if I don't made a mistake, around 40
40, I
judges.
think it's always like 40 to 50, yeah. So pretty big team, yeah, and
Yeah,
lots of responsibility for you.
yeah.
Amos, let us know, how did you start getting into judging?
I started to judging when in my local store.
Hmm.
I'm from Rome.
Hmm.
No ruling. So I started because
There was
if I
nobody else.
play and my opponent made mistakes and no one correct him, uh,
Yeah,
I,
it's not very
uh,
fun this way.
yeah.
Okay.
So I've started to give the players the possibility to have a person that can correct the bad plays.
Right, right. So you sacrifice yourself for the greater good.
Yeah, at the start of my experience, yeah,
You did enjoy playing more than judging at the beginning?
I only judge in
Oh,
this period.
now. Oh, at the beginning already?
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
okay.
started and I've completely stopped to play because when you start to judge, you start to think like a judge.
Mm-hmm.
So you see how the cards work, and you don't think about the best move,
Right.
but the correct move.
Know the feeling very well when I do translations. Sometimes people ask me, "Hey, you've translated this card. What do you think about it?" And I have no idea because you're just very focused on the task at hand. Right. So, but was it easy for you to give up playing and do judging instead? Was it more fun?
I think that judging is isn't more fun than play, but I've found in the judging a lot of first person that
Mm.
condivided with me the passion with
Right.
this work, and I found the pleasure to know the rulings, to know why a card works in that.
Right. So it's got other things going for it.
Yeah,
And yeah, like I think like you touched base upon, the community is a very big thing for the judges when they come together for the judge dinner at the YCS and you make friends from other countries. That's a pretty cool thing
mm.
in my opinion because I'm always there as well, so I can I can benefit from that. All right. So you started judging, and then how hard was it to get like better as a judge to eventually move up to the YCS level, basically? Like, how did you get better as a judge?
How I've started to judge the YCS. Can you repeat the
Oh,
question?
sorry. How did you learn more about
Oh,
judging? Get better
sorry.
as a judge?
It's really difficult to improve the knowledge in this game
Mm.
because we can find rulings, policy, but in a lot of position in the internet. I've started with a lot of games seen,
Hmm.
and I've started asking to other better judging than me how cards work.
Yeah. So they shared their knowledge with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I've started. Why this card work in this manner?
Hmm.
Why? I don't know. And a lot of hours in the Skype
Right. Right.
with problems.
So
Why?
it's
I
like
don't
a
understand why this card work in this matter.
right. So it's like a mentorship program,
Yeah,
really.
it's the base
Yeah.
to do our good work.
Although I guess it's a lot easier now with the problem-solving card text that it explains how the card works.
Yeah, it's really good for a judge
Hmm.
because it given the possibility when you answer the question to a player to say, "Good, Konami say this is the correct answer, because if you can read the test,
Yeah, if you know how to,
Yeah.
then you can make sense of it.
And-
All right. Tell us a little bit about the Italian community. What are the hotspots in Italy?
we have a lot of players,
Oh, yeah.
and but we have not a really Italian community.
Okay.
We have a more regional
Right.
community. For example, I'm from Rome,
Mm-hmm.
and our regional are like with 120 person.
Mm-hmm.
We have other small community in other region,
Yeah.
like Marche, Umbria, with 40, 15 person.
Not too
players.
bad, yeah.
No, good number. Really.
But do players travel a lot from one region to the other, or do they mostly stay in there?
We have two kind of players.
Okay.
The players that travel a lot
Uh-huh.
and go to the YCS, of course,
Right.
and a lot of local players that
Right.
remain in the store, remain in the region.
Mm-hmm.
But each kind of players
Yeah.
is good.
Okay. Okay.
I can say the
Yeah,
this-
they all got something going for them. All right. So what are the biggest? You said Rome is pretty big.
Yeah, we have Rome with a good number of players.
Mm-hmm.
We have Naples
Mm-hmm.
that with a lot number allowed around 200
Okay.
players. We have Turin
Mm-hmm.
with a good number of players, and
Those are the.
this is
These are the hotspots in Italy. Okay, I'm kind of surprised that Milan is not there, but it's a little bit smaller. You said.
Yeah, but we have good players in
Yeah,
Milan. Not
yeah.
a lot of players, but really good players.
Half the time when we see an Italian player, we do a player profile. Where you're from? They are like, I'm from Milan. So yeah, they make up for that for the smaller number of players by the high quality. All right. Are you looking forward to this weekend? Yes. Very okay, it's the first time you're going to be a head judge.
Yeah,
Are you going to be very nervous, or is it going to be okay?
of course, I'm really nervous.
Okay.
In my first experience, and I want to do the best in this position.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that if Konami choose me to
Yeah,
do
they
the-
put their trust in you.
yeah, so
You're going to pay it back.
yeah, I can do this work. But
Right. Okay. No, I'm perfectly. I think you're going to be capable for the job. Everything is going to be fine this weekend.
thank
All
you.
right. If somebody wants to get into judging, where do they start? What's the best way to start?
The best way to start is judging the regional
Mm-hmm.
and
Local tournaments. and
local
reg-
tournaments, and talk with judge that has experience.
Yeah. Right.
The best start you can have in this kind of work is this.
All right.
So start region. Okay.
And one thing that I like to promote when you become like a better judge, I think it's very important to pass on the knowledge. Because
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be here where you are right now, if it weren't for the help of other
I think
judges.
that we are not the best judge, but
Mm.
we have to do the best work for players.
Right.
If I'm the only good judge, other players are not a good judge.
Okay. Yeah.
So they have a judge that doesn't know the rulings,
Mhm.
doesn't know how a card work. So I cannot do a good work with other judges that doesn't know.
All right. So
Yeah.
you're saying it's a team effort. Like
Yeah,
everybody
we-
needs to do a good job, and then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Best of luck this weekend, and we're gonna have smooth transitions between the rounds and everything.
I need for that lucky.
A little bit of luck. That's fine. That's part of the game. We know it better than anybody else. We've seen that in the feature match. With that, guys, we're going to be right back with another exciting match. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. And we're going to be back from YCS Rimini 2016.